In this video, we are going to see the basic example of RMI and the steps how you can execute the RMI programs. So for writing RMI application, you have to write 4 steps. So step 1, this program is all about just displaying the hello message to the client when client gets connected to the server. So in first step, what we are going to create is we are going to declare the interface that extends a remote interface. So, and we have to handle the remote exception. So here we are importing java.rmi.star public interface hello info. This is the name of the interface that I'm going to create. This will be a remote object, remote interface. Then extends remote. This is a interface. We are going to tell that hello info is the remote interface. In this interface we are just going to declare a method. So public string hello throws remote exception. So as we all know, if we are going to declare the interface, we can't define the method, we have to just declare the method. So here the method in this interface is hello. In second step, the second step should implement the remote interface that we declared in step 1. All remote objects must extend unicast remote app object, which provides functionality that is needed to make objects available from remote machines. So for this step 2 program, I need to import 2 packages, rmi.start and rmi.server.start. Then public class hello impl. This is the name of my class that extends unicast remote object and implements hello info. Now hello info is the interface that we have created in first step. That interface we are going to implement over here and extends unicast remote object. So what is the use of extending unicast remote object? So objects that require remote behavior should extend remote object via unicast remote object class. So that's why we extended the unicast remote object. Now in this program, very important thing is we have to write the constructor. The constructor can be blank or you can write a super, but you can't omit the constructor part. So for this class, I have to write the constructor. Then public string hello, this is the method that I declared inside the interface hello info, and we have to define it over here as this class implements that interface. So here I have to write public string hello throws remote exception, and whatever logic I have to write it over here, I have to define it over here. Then as the return type is string, I'm saying return hello and welcome. So this will be my second step. So I'm going to write a class that extends unicast remote object and implements the step 1 interface. The third program is about a server. In this program, it contains main program for server machine. The main function is to update RMI registry on that machine, and we are going to do this by rebind method of a naming class. Then for this program, just we need to import one package called RMI. Then public class hello server. We are writing public static void main. Then here what we are going to do is hello info h. Hello info is nothing but the interface name. So what I'm going to do over here is the h is the reference for this interface is equals to new hello impl, new hello implementation. This is my class, and with new I'm going to create object of this particular class, and that object I'm going to assign to the reference of the remote interface, that is h. So now naming dot rebind, as I told you that rebind is a static method, and directly we can call it with the name of the class dot method name. So naming dot rebind, here this is nothing but the string URL. So as right now we have client and server, we are going to run the on a same machines, local machine. So here I can only pass MSG, the name, string name. But if the server is somewhere else, I have to pass a URL with the IP address, then /msg. And h is nothing but this remote reference. I'm going to bind it with the RMI registry. So whenever I want this reference, h reference, I'm going to look up for this MSG name. Then we have to catch the exception, as it may throw unknown host exception, remote exception and all. So here I'm saying catch exception E, and we are going to print the exception. This fourth step program is about a client implementation part. Now what the client should do is it should look up for the particular string name, particular interface reference name in the registry. In our case, the name is MSG. So naming.lookup will return a remote reference. Now we have to typecast it, and we have to say that in reference, remote interface reference is of a hello info. So hello info is my interface name. Then here we are just creating the reference of hello info h1 is equals to, and whatever is going to get returned from this, it will get assigned over here. The return type of naming dot lookup is remote. That remote is nothing but the interface. So hello info, I have to typecast it, that remote interface to hello info interface. And then system.out.println h1 dot hello. Again, we have to we have to catch some exceptions. So these are the 4 steps that we need to follow for RMI program. Then how to run the above example. Just in our case, what I did is I stored the program in folder RMI program / program 1. So I compiled all Java programs from the directory. I have 4 programs saved in this particular folder, program 1. So I will say java c star.java. Then the next step is to create a stub class file. So on the DOS prompt, I'm going to write RMIC. RMIC is a command to create the stub file, and hello IMPL. This is the name of my second step class file. So RMIC hello IMPL. In any of these steps, if you get any error like class not found, you have to set a class path is equal to C:, and wherever your program is. So in my case, it is now C:/ RMI prgs / prg1. And then again, try to give the RMIC command. On the same prompt, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the registry with RMI registry. Then open another DOS prompt, a new DOS prompt. You have to change the directory to the working directory and run hello server program. Just remember that before running this hello server program, you have to start the RMI registry. Otherwise, there won't binding will not happen of the objects, and there will be error. So start RMI registry first, and then start hello server on the new DOS prompt. And we need to open one more DOS prompt. We need to change the directory to the working directory, and we have to run a Java hello client program, and it will show us the output hello and welcome, or whatever part you had defined inside the method, it will get executed. So with these steps, I have 3 DOS windows. Right now I have to work with 3 DOS windows. On one window, there will be RMI registry running. On another window, server program will be running, and on the third window, we'll be having the client side, that is hello client dot class file running. So this is what about the RMI programs, how you can write it and how you can execute it.